Everybody, I think I'm live. We're southbound and down, heading down to South Florida. Gonna be down there in about an hour and a half. Currently, um, Fort Myers, home of Hurricane Ian. But just wanted to check in here. We should be streaming here live on Facebook, X, and YouTube. I'm going to be out there. Event down in South Florida is definitely and 7, 8 inches have fallen in a short amount of time. And what they're worried about is this thing is going to plop on over that Gulf Stream and potentially fuel it towards southeast parts. Obviously, northern part of the Keys, and double digits, almost said triple digits, double digits. Flash flood warning in effect to Miami until 1:15 a.m. That's incredible. That's 4 hours or three more hours basically of flash flood warning in Miami. So we'll see what's it gonna be like. The winds coming in off the Atlantic are expected to be pretty gusty, pretty windy come morning daylight hours. So on top of the heavy rain, there's a chance of some pretty big beach action. There's a high wind advisory. There's coastal flood watches, coastal flood warnings, all kinds of warnings up and down the southeast coast right now. So it is designated by the National Hurricane Center as an area of interest, but it's only got 10% chance to develop it. Uh, it's kind of doing its own thing right now. Looking at radar. So we're gonna make a trip down there and do a little streaming. I added a clock on my stream here. Going back and looking at the tornado footage from Hurricane. I got my new drone. It's supposed to be a wind rating in the 40s. We'll see about that. Don't know if we'll get a hotel or not. Sleep a couple hours maybe, but yeah. So tomorrow's a pretty big weather day. There's going to be a lot of uncertainties on how long this is going to last. Some of the models are showing a second whammy once the low pressure gets onto the Gulf Stream side of the Atlantic. Could start rotating in some rain bands, possibly. There could be some dry air because it is a frontal line. 72 where I'm at now, it's cool up in the middle parts of the state. So there's some dry, cool air attached to it. But we've had tornado warnings down in the Keys. There's been all kinds of radar signatures of tornadoes coming in towards the Keys to South Florida. Big band right now, looking at heading up into Key Largo. Miami getting a lot of rain. Like you said, Homestead got another patch coming, it looks like. Slight rotation on the radar screen, definitely with this system. So definitely the BOGO lows, man. We had the one up in the Gulf this morning that was spinning away and didn't bring a lot of rain to Louisiana, Mississippi, but it did bring some. Definitely brought the winds. Had a little bit of rain across the Florida West Coast. Kind of dry now, but still got chances for some pretty heavy rain down in Naples, even basically all the Everglades, man. Some of these rain maps are just incredible. They're all over the place. I'd like to see consistency. That's it'll be curious who wins the battles of the war. The Euro's still showing that little bit of spin off the coast, not like it did earlier, but still going to see some pretty big winds north of Fort Lauderdale tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, Thursday. And then this thing's going to ride up the East Coast. Could bring some rains for the very outer edges of the eastern seaboard, and definitely looks like it's going to bring a nor'easter style setup to the New England area this weekend. Our other spot down there is called Invest 98. That's the orange spot in the Caribbean we've been watching forever. It's designated now, so there's spaghetti models on the site. I got spaghetti models on my app. Uh, and looks like it's going to be going northeast. A lot of rain, unfortunately, though. Fixing the fall for everybody in that Caribbean area. It looks like it could impact Bermuda some. This same front that's picking up this Florida low, it's going to absorb it, and all three are going to come together and race away by the weekend. So Sunday looks great. The other thing we're watching closely is a midweek front that is heading down, and the man, the models are showing a decent chance of some snow in the Smokies northward Wednesday, beginning Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. We could see some snow. And the front looks like it's going to make its way through, maybe all the way through Florida. Hopefully be out of here by Thanksgiving morning. Could bring some cool and dry air down to Florida, all the way through Florida for Thanksgiving Day. Couple maps showing maybe 60s all the way to maybe south Florida, maybe some low 70s for high temperatures on Thanksgiving. But it is a big, cold front for everybody. Could be some snow on Wednesday. The only thing I got my eye on is a secondary surge of a cutoff low that might be lagging behind that could bring a second round of action to the southeast, maybe later Thursday and into Friday, Saturday a little bit. So that's kind of been showing up almost like a little piece of front cuts off and gets going in the Gulf. Kind of like what we're seeing now. This is the beginnings of what we've been talking about with this El Nino winter. I mean, all the major flooding events that have ever happened during El Nino years have been during strong El Ninos for Florida. So, this is expected to possibly be the storyline through the winter months. Jet stream doing funky things. All right, so I got my phone in front of me with a white camera on it. But the setup's looking pretty good. I got my Tempest weather station on the back, and it's working. Temperature is 70 degrees. The pressure's kind of high, 1,008. That's current. Not like the 964 that we saw during Idalia. Just feels like a few weeks ago, but it's actually a lot longer now. I really don't know where I'm going to go. Probably stop in Fort Lauderdale and then either go north or go south. Probably going to go south. If I'm not going to get a room, I'm going to go south because there's a tremendous amount of rain already in Homestead. I'm going to have to check out Twitter and see what exactly is going on. But Miami's under a flash flood warning. They're expecting this rain to make it up to Miami later, so might take the old storm chaser up, down there, not up there. We'll see. I'm kind of excited more than anything to see the daylight. I don't really like doing these things at night, so we'll be counting down. At least it gets daylight early, especially on the East Coast. I bet you. I bet we can start seeing daylight at the 5 o'clock hour. That'll be crazy to see. So yeah, we do have daylight coming earlier, so I'll be able to start doing some video, some footage. Not sure about a daily brew in the morning. I'll let everybody know. We're gonna do a live one or not. Maybe we'll just be storm chasing at 9:19. But that's scoop. Heavy rain, big winds. I'll tell you the other big story were the winds. Matt Devitt from Wink News showed a couple weather stations in South Florida that had tropical storm sustained winds with gusts 50, 60 miles an hour. Saw another report that said that some of this wind and rains that we're getting in South Florida are like the worst in like 5 years. compared to any tropical system we've had officially. So pretty funky weather going on down here. We're gonna see what it's all about. Uh, Never storm chased down this far south. We storm chased Ada, but we kind of just drove on by and went down there to Key Largo or North Key Largo. I don't forget where we rode out. I can't remember. Oh, we went down to a little south of Key Largo for Ada. So, well, but there you have it. I don't know what I'll be streaming. Just want to give an update. Everything we've been forecasted is pretty much it's here now. So there's nothing more I can report. Just pay attention to your local news and weather, and definitely stay tuned to that. Nothing else imminent other than tomorrow. We'll see what kind of weather we get. Then we'll start shifting focus on Invest 98 and definitely Thanksgiving week. Will be interesting to see if we do get some snow. If I if I decide to head to the mountains or not. Julie's off this week, so I can take off and not have kid detail. So that I might be flying up Tuesday. You know me, I like to chase snow. All right, well, hopefully I'll stream it. I can't read comments when I do this thing. Thanks for watching. I'll be definitely live along maybe tonight, later, who knows, definitely tomorrow. Check out the website, spaghettimiles.com. And on the very left side in green, you'll see our MWP cruise. We only got about 8 cabins left. Trying to get 50 cabins. So if you're a weather cruise fan and you have not heard, we have our 3rd annual cruise coming up in March, which is spring break for a lot of folks. So read all about it. It's on the website. Prices are locked for a couple more weeks before you got to pay Royal Caribbean price, which is about a third more. We got a really good price. We locked it early season. So love to see you. That's it for me now. All right, I'm gonna start checking out Twitter here in a little bit, and we pull off the road here and get an update on the weather myself. All right, we'll see you.